to even get to Piers Morgan. Can you explain how that took place and why even take that interview to go forward?
Well, I can't say that I sought it out because I didn't.
You see him say anything, but you see how close they were back then, right? For years.
Yeah, he was doing the Rock Nation brunch.
It's a gang of video. That was his boyfriend.
Oh my God. The mess with Diddy is just getting crazier. It's not just the wild parties we heard about. It's so much deeper. What's happening behind the scenes is even darker than what anyone could have imagined. Diddy is not just partying. There's a whole lot of other things happening, and it's shaking the entertainment industry right now. A-list celebrities are scared, and they should be. So here's what's going on. Diddy has thrown some wild parties, and people have always known that. But now, witnesses are stepping forward, and what they're saying is pretty shocking. These aren't just your typical Hollywood parties. It's like there was a whole other level to what was happening. And what's worse is that federal agents are reportedly investigating these parties to find out what really went down. Insiders are claiming that Diddy's parties weren't just wild, but involved some seriously disturbing behavior. There are even rumors that there were some strange rituals going on at these events. It sounds like something out of a horror movie, but people who were there are saying that this really happened. It's not just about people partying anymore. It's about how far things went. And from what we're hearing, it seems that this was more than just one wild night. There's talk of some really messed up behavior that makes you wonder what kind of world these celebrities are living in.
We want to thank you. Come here. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close. But it's just like, yo, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it.
No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even I don't want it to come close to the bed at all.
I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should.
Fresh off the garden stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out.
One of the scariest things to come out of this is the fact that people believe Diddy was recording these parties and using the footage to blackmail high-profile people. There was a man who tried to post a video about this online, but before anyone could really understand what he was saying, his whole account was taken down. That's pretty suspicious, right? It makes you think that Diddy might have had dirt on a lot of powerful people, and now they're doing everything they can to keep it hidden. The more we hear about this, the more it sounds like Diddy wasn't working alone. There's speculation that other big names in the industry were involved in these parties. People are talking about how high-profile individuals attended, and if this all comes out, it could destroy careers. Diddy might be in the spotlight right now, but it seems like there are others who are really nervous about what might be revealed.
I don't think we've ever seen anything like this. I've been trying to get my hands around it, and I've never had a situation where we've got the big name. Sean, Diddy, whatever. I know he's changed his nickname like a million times, but I kind of know why. This guy's been in the reinvention of badness business for a really long time, evidently. So if we have him, why does it seem that the story is still much bigger? Now, at first, I wrote it off as the boogeyman principle, like with Epstein. You don't get the full story on Epstein. It is much more provocative to say someone killed him.
Here's where things get even more intense. Diddy is now under suicide watch in jail, and people are already making comparisons to Jeffrey Epstein. You remember Epstein, right? He was also involved in some really dark stuff and had connections to powerful people. But before he could really talk about what he knew, he was found dead in his jail cell. And a lot of people don't believe the official story about how he died. It's easy to see why people are making the same comparisons here. Diddy's alleged activities mirror Epstein's in chilling ways. Both men hosted lavish parties attended by the elite. Both men allegedly recorded their guests without their knowledge, and both men used that information as leverage to gain influence.
NBC News has learned that disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein is dead. Epstein took his own life while he was behind bars here in New York City, facing charges of sex trafficking. We want to get the very latest now from NBC News investigative correspondent Tom Winter, who is joining us.
Diddy's in a tough spot right now, and there are rumors that he might not make it out of this. If he talks, it could expose a lot of people who don't want their secrets getting out. Some folks are even suggesting that these powerful individuals might try to silence him the same way Epstein was silenced. It's a terrifying thought, but when you think about how much is at stake, it starts to make sense. The whispers about what really went on at these parties just keep getting darker. There are industry insiders who have been trying to sound the alarm for a while, but no one was really listening. Now that Diddy's facing serious charges, people are starting to pay attention. But it might be too late. Some folks are saying that Diddy's freak-off parties weren't just wild fun, but they were part of a bigger, more sinister plan. There are rumors that he was luring big names to these events and getting them involved in really shady situations. Once they were caught up in it, Diddy might have used that as leverage against them. It's scary to think about, but if that's true, then it means this has been going on for a long time. And it's not just Diddy. There could be a whole group of people involved in this.
When me and my man went up to Russell Simmons, and he had a house, and he had a man in bikini drawers in his bedroom, in his bed. You understand? Bruh, this is that he learned. I'm assuming he learned it from them. Let me put that. And I'm not gonna say alleged because I saw that for my own self. My man was with me, Slick was with me, and we saw that for our own self.
What's even scarier is how some people who tried to talk about this are now being silenced. What makes this situation even more complicated is how the public reacts to celebrities. A lot of times when someone criticizes a wealthy or famous person, others jump to defend them, saying the critics are just jealous. But now that Diddy's been arrested, people are starting to realize that there might be more to the story than just jealousy or drama. It's looking like this is a serious issue. And it's not just about one person's bad behavior. It's about how the entertainment industry as a whole operates behind the scenes. As more details come to light, the people involved are getting scared. There's talk that Diddy might start naming names to save himself. And if that happens, it could be huge. We could see a lot of big names taken down with him. But the question is, will Diddy get the chance to talk? Or will something happen before he can spill the beans? There are rumors that during his early career, Diddy threw a party that became infamous for reasons other than just fun. According to some reports, he allegedly spiked the drinks of his powerful guests, executives who controlled the entertainment industry.
Video that's talking about the lawsuit on Diddy, claiming that he had hidden cameras in every room to get blackmail footage of celebrities and politicians. Basically, Diddy, they saying, was like the Black Epstein. But the funny thing that I find about this whole situation, bro, is like the Epstein list came out with a bunch of names of people that were visiting his island, people that he was associated with, and nothing happened. What about those people that were on that list? Were they not being investigated? I'm not saying that everybody that knew Epstein was guilty.
This wasn't just a wild night out. Things reportedly spiraled out of control, leading to behavior that could easily be considered scandalous if it ever came to light. What makes this even more chilling is that Diddy is said to have recorded these events. And this wasn't for fun. He reportedly used the footage to blackmail those in attendance, giving him leverage that would help him climb to the top of the industry. Now, blackmail is not new in the world of power and influence. It has been a tool for control for centuries. The mere idea that someone has compromising information on you can be enough to make you do things you never imagined.
Well, tonight, they arrested P. Diddy. News just broke that they took him into custody in New York City, so I figured now is as good a time as any to shit all over Sean again and remind everyone just how horrible this man is. So if you haven't read the court documents and done any of the other research on this guy, this producer he worked with named Lil Rod brought this lawsuit against him, Rodney Jones v. Sean Combs, alleging RICO allegation, which is like organized crime. And he alleged that a member of this RICO organization was none other than the CEO of Universal Music Group.
Some suggest that Diddy's entire career was built on this kind of leverage. By holding these recordings over the heads of powerful industry figures, he could manipulate situations to his benefit, ensuring that he stayed relevant and in control for decades. As wild as it sounds, this isn't the first time stories like this have emerged. Ian Carroll, an independent journalist, shared videos and reports suggesting that blackmail rings have existed in Hollywood for decades. These aren't just one-off incidents. Instead, they point to an ongoing system where powerful people use their resources to control others through fear. And the rabbit hole, as they say, is deep. To understand the full scope of these accusations, we need to take a step back and look at the history of blackmail in America. There's a name that stands out in this context, Meyer Lansky. He was a Jewish mob boss who is credited with inventing modern blackmail. In the 1920s and 30s, Lansky was reportedly able to blackmail none other than J. Edgar Hoover, the head of the FBI. How did he do it? According to reports, Lansky obtained compromising photos of Hoover with his partner, Clyde Tolson. Once Hoover was under Lansky's control, he became untouchable. Hoover even began hosting his own blackmail parties, ensuring that he had dirt on all the powerful people in his orbit.
And this is the issue that I have with Usher. You know Chris Brown is better than you. You know it. You'll never go on tour with Chris Brown, and I don't blame you, because you'll disappear just as fast as Trey Songz did. It's true. Let's be honest, Usher. Those spins ain't spinning, and those combinations ain't combinating the way they used to. And you can put on skates If Chris Brown decided to wear skates on stage, he'd murder you there too, and you know it. That's just what's real. And you think it's fair that his career be sidelined with a 20-year-old rumor that for real, ain't even real. And we're finding that out after talking with Jonathan Hay today.
This idea of blackmail parties isn't just a thing of the past. Many believe that similar tactics are still in play today, especially in industries like entertainment, where image is everything. The rumors surrounding Diddy suggest that he took a page out of the Lansky playbook, using his knowledge of others' secrets to maintain power in an industry known for its cutthroat nature. When it comes to rap music, there's an interesting connection between blackmail and the genre's apparent obsession with masculinity and homophobia. For decades, rap music has pushed a hyper-masculine image, one where being gay is often seen as something to hide or ridicule. But what if this image is being used against the very people who create the music? Some suggest that the anti-gay rhetoric in rap is directly tied to the blackmail culture. If being gay is something that rappers fear could ruin their careers, it makes them easy targets for blackmail. Think about it. A culture that stigmatizes homosexuality makes it easier for those in power to control those who are in the closet. If you're a rapper who doesn't want the world to know you're gay and someone has footage of you, that person holds all the power. They can make you say or do anything to keep that secret hidden.
We got different families in this fucking thing. We got Bad Boy. We got fucking, what do we have? Death Row over here. We have the different we got fucking Arista Records and LaFace. These are the fucking families in the mafia. You dig? Those record companies are like families.
So him being a part of the gay mafia, right? Where do you think he went wrong?
Well, some say that he got a little too big for his britches, and when he ended up suing that liquor company De Leon, that's when it all started going downhill for him.
This creates a vicious cycle where rappers, fearing exposure, continue to push the anti-gay story in their music, all while being trapped in the same system they are perpetuating. This leads us back to Diddy. His rise to the top of the rap world wasn't just about producing hits or discovering talent. Some believe that his true power came from the secrets he held over the people around him. In recent years, allegations have surfaced that paint a picture of a man who was willing to do whatever it took to stay on top. These allegations range from organizing parties where illegal activities occurred to using hidden cameras in his homes to collect compromising footage of his guests. This isn't just speculation. Diddy is currently facing a lawsuit that accuses him of a variety of crimes, many of which align with the rumors that have circulated about him for years. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy has wired his homes with cameras, not for security, but for surveillance of the people he invites into his world. From underage girls to famous rappers to powerful politicians, it seems no one was safe from his web of control. What makes this story even more intriguing is how it all connects to the broader history of blackmail. J. Edgar Hoover, Meyer Lansky, and now Diddy. These are all figures who understood that power isn't just about money or status. It's about control, and nothing gives you control like knowing someone's darkest secret. So what does this mean for the music industry today? If these allegations are true, it suggests that the industry is built on a foundation of fear and manipulation. Artists are not just competing to make the best music, they are fighting to keep their secrets hidden. And those who hold the secrets hold the power. So will Diddy's empire crumble under the weight of these allegations? Or will he, like Hoover before him, find a way to survive, using his secrets as a shield? Only time will tell. So, that's it for today's episode. Don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell while you're down there.